What's
Bro, you
that?
can't do this every time
Oh!
now. You can't. You
No, I'm
can't.
just kidding. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the British Grand Prix.
You better say it.
Boom.
Dude, that's like our trademark.
That's true. We should trademark it. All right.
Hey guys,
Hello. Welcome, guys.
it's been a hot minute. I think we might just post episode 9 and 10 today. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But welcome to episode 10
Yeah.
of our anime list.
Welcome.
A lot has happened. New season, a lot coming out. A lot
One
of news.
Piece.
One Piece is peak,
One Piece.
like always.
One Piece is back. It's back.
I will
It's real.
apologize to you guys. I am a little bit sick today, so if I mute myself or cough or anything, I do apologize. But yeah.
Yeah, you should.
What the fuck? Yeah. But yeah, I guess we'll start out like usual. What do you watch this week, Con? You already told me. I know what it is.
Yo, I watched a couple things. And
Oh, really? Okay.
yeah, you won't be proud of one of them.
Oh, I know it already. Oh no.
No, there's something else
Okay,
you
okay,
have watched
okay.
that you would not be proud of.
Is it Takamine-san?
No. We said we wouldn't talk about that in the
I'm
podcast.
sorry. Oh no, I'm sorry.
No, it's something else. I think it's more like just disappointed. You know, you'll be like, there's so many more, better shows out there that you should
You watched
be
My Dress Up
watching.
Darling for the 8th time?
No, I already did that.
Yeah.
So what I did was, what I watched, I rewatched all of Mushoku Tensei, like first season, second season, all over
Can't
again.
believe that. I
Just for
can't.
fun. It was like a comfort thing. Like I was watching it. It's weird because I watched the second season first and then I watched the first
What?
season.
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't know. I was just like, oh, I really missed the first season. So
Yeah.
and man, I just love this show. Like I just genuinely do. Like
It is good.
it's so good. Like the whole and people who watched it, you'll understand what I mean. Like the opening scenes where it's like the music's in the background, and you go through the opening like like the OST's going in, and then you're going kind of like going through the city and like stuff's happening in the background. So it's not like an opening; it's rather just opening to the show. Like it's I mean, it's not this cut opening; it's actually opening to the episode, so you get to see what the background is, what's going on, the world. The world building's amazing. Amazing. The only gripe I have with the show right now is that it doesn't have like a map.
Really?
I
sure?
don't remember seeing a
No, there
huge
definitely
map.
is. There
No,
definitely
like
is.
a huge map of everywhere.
No,
Unless I missed it.
No, because like remember whenever they were going up to save spoilers for Mushoku Tensei season 2, part 1, I think.
There was
But,
if you're talking about like when they were saving Zenith.
no,
her
when they were
mom,
talking, when they were talking about saving her, they showed up. Oh, like up here, and they kind of showed like a little bit of a map. I swear.
they did. They probably did, but I'm just saying like the whole world map.
Oh, like online or something. It's like finding.
Just like the whole
You mean like you look up like Naruto map, there it is. Look up Fairy Tail map, there it is. Like there's not like
Well-
something like that for Mushoku Tensei.
No, I mean I could look it up. I'm just saying in the show, they never pop out a map that's like the whole world.
I feel like they
Unless
have.
I might be wrong, but I don't remember seeing it.
Maybe you're right. It's been. I mean, I'm looking at a map. Yeah, they definitely have not showed this whole thing. I think they've shown like bits and pieces.
They might have, but I just I was wishing they showed just the whole world map so I get to kind of get more of
Yeah.
a gist.
Dude, I'm looking at it right now. It's kind of cool. It's huge.
Yeah, it should be.
But yeah, shout out Mushoku Tensei for real.
Yeah, because the demon continent and stuff I already know where I want to know in relation I just don't remember where
Yeah.
everything is related to another, and that's how I felt during watching the show.
Yeah.
They were talking about going from the demon continent to Millis to, because they're going to Astoria, I think the central continent.
hmm
I don't know where these things are. I don't. So that's just one gripe I had of the show. People can tell me I'm wrong, but
And Corn Dog. Rudy
and
is.
that's the second part. Okay, you can call me, and I said this before we talked about it. I would want to put him as one of my favorite characters because he's genuinely
He's a good character. He's very
he's
well
a good
written.
character. He's a good character. I like this show. It's the same reason I like this show that people also don't like this show.
Mhm.
It's because it's realistic.
Yeah.
You cannot tell me if you're getting reincarnated into this new world, especially as someone who's this guy that's an otaku, he's a shut-in, he literally plays dating sims and all that. You really expect him to be you know what? I'm an amazing guy now. Like I'm gonna completely change my personality. Like I'm not gonna be a pervert.
Yeah.
Come on, like, and also like, if you are like someone that like are like, let's all be honest here. Like these, like you'd probably be more of a pervert. Like it's like everyone's not as good as like they say. Like of course people could take that out of context right now, but like
Yeah.
I just think like we have this sort of like moral justification and like this that the shows are going to follow these certain morals every single time. But that's not the case. Like
Hmm.
people can be bad, people can be good. And this guy, obviously from his background, he's going to act the way that he was acting. Of course,
It's
now you
also
can
it's showing that he's also changing and getting better. Like he's not
exactly,
as much of a degenerate as he was before. Like his
exactly.
character development is so much better than like most anime characters. Ruiz is
Oh,
really top notch.
yeah,
Like people are so narrow-minded that they see like some of the weird stuff in like the start of the season 1 and they just don't even give the show a chance where it deserves it.
like yes. If we're all collectively, it's weird. Yes, like I
We're
agree
not
with
denying
you.
it.
We're not denying that. Like especially with like a 7-year-old trying to like cop a feel of like a 12 year, like it's just weird, right?
Yeah.
But like if you think about it, it's not like out of the normal for this character in this world. You're just watching it like it's just, I don't know. Like I told you, it made me uncomfortable first time watching it,
Yeah,
but
same.
then now I'm like,
Yeah,
like
desensitized almost.
I probably, it's honestly probably my fault. Like I'm
Yeah.
probably the bad guy here, and I got desensitized to really
You heard it
weird
here.
stuff. But yeah, I just think it's, I like the realism in it. I just like the show. I like the world building. I like the art. The animation is so beautiful.
It is.
If it was like T-bait, I'm sorry.
Dude.
I'm so sorry.
Oh my
Like this
God.
show would not be as good as it is. But
I am
like,
so upset at the beginning after the end because this is how it was supposed to be. This amazing animation, amazing art, amazing world building, like all these scenes that you were talking about, like oh, looking over the landscape, like that is what the beginning after the end was supposed to be. Like I think it might have even came out first. Like it was like the beginning after the end was the story for this, and it didn't have that. It maybe a little bit more like power fantasy-ish and a little bit less weird, but like maybe a little bit less realistic, you could say. But for like a fantasy isekai, like it was the best of the best. Like
yeah.
I I'm so upset, and that's why I think you even sent me that post how like they're having like a oh what's it called, like a poll where they're
Oh
trying
yeah,
to
but they're gathering a bunch of signatures.
yeah, they're trying to get signatures to redo the
Mhm.
season after season 2.
Well,
Trying to
two
see
episodes, yeah.
because also after the second episode came out, which was somehow worse than the first episode in animation, um, there was like this scene where this there was like a really big scene of like the main character. I don't even know his name, but how he was like in a field and like something was happening, and the animation was so bad. This dude on TikTok was like, "Yeah, I can do that in an hour," and he did it in an hour, and it looked better
It was
in
so
one
much
hour.
better.
And I'm just like, bro, how'd you recreate this huge scene in an hour? And also, the score on MyAnimeList just dropped below a 6. It's like a 5.9 something right now.
That is
It has a
ridiculous.
lower score than Takemine-san, bro.
And Takeminas, we're not gonna explain this. If you want to look at it, go ahead.
Look it up
Takeminas,
yourself.
just look it up yourself. But that's just me. I
Hmm.
watched Mushoku Tensei. And this is the one that you'd be disappointed in.
Oh, gosh, it's a romance.
It is a romance. It is a rom-com.
It's a rewatch too.
It's not a rewatch.
Oh, that's fine.
No, I still think you're gonna be disappointed.
Okay.
It's the show, 100 Girlfriends I really, really,
No
really,
way
really
you watched
love.
that shit. No way you watched that shit.
So I already
No
finished.
way.
I finished episode 1 when it like before, right? So because I
Yeah.
thought it was funny, and I showed you that first episode.
Yeah,
So season 2 finally like finished.
bro.
So I'm like, all right, finally, I'm gonna watch this season 2, and I just started watching it. I think I'm on episode like 4 now, but like, dude,
Bro, that's
it's
nuts.
it's so funny. I'm not gonna lie. Like it's not supposed to be
Yeah.
taken seriously because
I
even
know.
in like what's it, the first episode,
Hmm.
I'm gonna spoil it a little bit. So sorry, bear with me.
Oh no, they're so scared about your 100 girlfriend spoilers.
Yeah. But like the first episode, literally the first thing they say, like all the girlfriends get together and they're like, "Yo, like, there's remember that honeymoon phase of 3 months, and if you first start dating, and then the guy, gets like a little like bored of you,
Yeah.
and then but they're like, oh, but like season one ended like 3 years ago, so it's been over 3 years since we started dating.
They break
And
the
then
fourth wall.
they broke the fourth wall,
That's kind of
and
funny. That's kind of funny.
the girls was like, "Wait, what?" But I just started dating him episode 12 of season one. Like,
Wait, that's actually really funny.
So I just started dating him. I was like, "Oh yeah, but like sucks to suck." And then and they're like, "Oh, so we got to start really nice for season two."
Oh, God.
And then I think something blows, and then like the main character comes in. Excuse me. And then he's like, "Dude, we can't be starting this out like this in season two. Like we need, like, I don't know, breaking the fourth wall like already."
Yeah.
It's just so funny to me. Like, again, it's not supposed to be taken seriously.
That's fire,
It's just,
though. That's actually really funny.
it's
Don't see a lot of anime do that.
and they reference One Piece.
Really?
They were
What was
literally
it?
or the again, I don't want to explain too much just because like the detail, but there was a character that showed up in one of their like in I guess this competition.
Yeah.
And this guy was huge, like just huge. And they were like, "Whoa, like that body, like that's disproportionate. What the hell? Like this is something you would see from One Piece."
Oh my God.
And like and then like it just like drops like that. It's just so
Yeah.
funny to me. It's like they're referencing, like they have no care in the world about being serious or whatnot. They're just gonna just let
I mean,
things
a show like
fly.
that, I don't blame them. That's actually funny though. Like I didn't expect that from a show like that.
It reminds me, okay, if honestly, it reminds me of Konosuba. If you enjoy Konosuba's humor, you will enjoy this show.
I feel like the difference is that Konosuba is comedy in like a isekai type setting,
Yeah.
where this is comedy in a slice of life romance setting. And it's
Yeah.
just like there's still both comedy, and I can see them both being funny, but like I don't know,
Like,
one of them is just a more appealing setting to me. But
oh, for sure. I mean, but I'm just saying, like, if you find that funny, try, like, that's another recommendation. I would say, like one girl, like, she, like, and you get to learn all his girlfriends, right? And then, like, one of the girlfriends is, like, is a foodie.
okay,
And, like, she's, like, this angel when she eats, like, she's full. And she gets these random cravings. So it's
okay.
so crazy. But like she gets these random cravings, and when she gets the craving, she's like an angel. But and her metabolism is super fast. And as soon
Bro,
as
I wish.
she's like done eating, like, and her metabolism like gets through her system, she's like immediately like, like just this awful person.
Oh my
She's
God.
like hangry, like she's like, "Don't talk to me, like don't like."
Dude, it's like Jewelry Bonnie, bro.
Well, yeah, it is like Jewelry
Maybe
Bonnie,
worse. Maybe worse.
but like she's like, I don't know, she's also different. I
Yeah,
don't know, but
interesting. Okay, well,
yeah,
fine.
I mean, it's good. Like, I mean, it's high. I think it's pretty high rated. Can we check what
Really?
the score
Yeah,
is?
I got
Like, it's
you.
like at least it's 7. I think it's a 7 something for sure.
For a show like that, I feel like that's pretty good.
That's good. Like,
I mean, seven's like an average.
yeah.
I mean,
Well,
like 70%, yeah, average. 7.72,
yeah. It's pretty
and that's season
good.
one.
Oh, what's season 2?
8.03.
Dude, I'm
Holy,
telling you. I'm telling you.
holy, that's crazy.
I told
Okay,
you.
maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. That's
So
kind of fire.
like you would like, okay, there are a lot of elements that you would probably be like, "Oh, this is stupid."
I know there
but
would be,
but like you just skip through that, or you just like,
yeah,
I don't know, I put it on, I just enjoy it. But
yeah.
I guess that's the show I watched, and then Mushoku Tensei, and then did I finish anything else?
One Piece.
Trying to look right now. Let me just double check real quick just to make sure. We had One Piece, obviously, so we can we'll talk about that.
Yep.
Oh, I watched My Hero Vigilantes, by the way.
Oh, okay. I was gonna talk about that today too. I haven't watched it yet.
Mhm.
Did you watch the first two episodes?
I only watched the first episode. I haven't watched the second
Wait,
episode yet.
what do you think, just in general, without spoilers?
I liked it. I mean, it's the same.
It's a prequel, right?
If you like, yeah, it is a prequel. If you like My Hero and you like that style of anime, like you'll like it. Like first episode already kind of gets you in.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's very much like first season of My Hero. If
Okay.
that
Yeah.
makes any sense.
Yeah.
You'll see what I mean. It's
might
not
change
like
over time.
later on. It's like more like first, second season type.
Yeah. Oh, I can talk about the one thing I was gonna talk about with My Hero Vigilantes.
Mhm.
Apparently, they've been censoring it because there's one character that you've probably seen she's kind of sexualized a little bit. Like she wears like a skirt.
Is it the idol?
Yes.
Pink hair.
So she was censored in the anime. Her outfits were supposed to be a lot more sexualized. Like she's supposed to be wearing like basically like nothing. Like basically like instead of wearing like a skirt, she was wearing like really tight like underwear.
Like a
I don't know.
thong.
Kind of. I don't know how to. No, not that. It wasn't like. It's like when the girls wear like those really tight like tight. I don't know. I don't know fashion.
Oh,
Like
you
I don't.
see, like I don't know how old she is, but even still, like
She's
I
still
don't know. It's not
like.
needed.
I mean,
Like
like her
it's just
character is supposed to be like sexualized, kind of. But
yeah.
like I know the YouTuber Chibi Reviews was like complaining about like censorship. He doesn't like censorship in anime, and they apparently censored her a lot in like many scenes and like changed her outfits around.
That's tough. I don't know. Like, what do you think about that though? Like,
I
I
think
mean,
it's okay sometimes. See, I hate when they censor like blood and gore and stuff like that. But
mhm.
when it comes to like way too over sexualized outfits, I think it's okay to dye them down a little bit as long as it's not like it's still sexualized. You could tell like it doesn't take anything away from the story by dialing that back a little bit, you know?
You see, like I have two parts of me now. It's like one, it's like I hate censorship. I don't want to
Yeah.
hear anything censored. But then it's like, then like a part of me sometimes is like, if I could take a story and I can like censor, like not like maybe like censor is not the right word, but like
Yeah.
just change like the being less sexual. Because
Hmm.
like censored is like also like a tough word. It's like it's more like it's because it's the two different aims.
Yeah.
That's why I'm
Hmm.
saying this. Like censoring is to like stop you from seeing something. It's like, oh, it's more of a negative connotation, while changing it to for the better is much better than censoring something for the better. Like if you say those two things, people are gonna be like, oh, you're like immediately people are like, oh,
Yeah.
censor. But then if I'm saying, oh, I'm just changing the story a bit to like make it better, then I'm like, oh, like that makes sense. Yeah, I'll do that.
I feel like 99% of the time, censorship just shouldn't happen. The exact way it's adapted in the manga is how it should be adapted in the anime. I think that's like I think censorship should not exist for the most part. Yes, I agree there's always cases, but like in this case I feel like it's just I don't really care that much. It's pretty small.
You see, but I guess to my point, is this censorship or is it changing? Do you think their
It's
mindset is to change it to make the
considered
story better?
censorship, but
What's
I
their
usually
mindset?
I don't know. I really don't. It's a good question. I think when they got like they're like partnered with like Funimation Crunchyroll, and I feel like
Mhm.
they're kind of trying to be more family friendly.
That
So
makes
I think that
sense.
kind of help. That kind of
They're
leads
trying to
into
be
it.
family friendly when there's a Takamine is
Is
on
it actually
Crunchyroll.
is it censored on there? I haven't seen it if they actually.
No, it's not.
How would you know?
But
So moving on.
wait, hold on, wait. Yeah, no. I know it from a friend. It's from a friend. It's from
Oh,
a
okay,
friend.
yeah, yeah. That's how
From a
I knew
friend.
too.
Yeah,
That's how
yeah,
I knew.
yeah.
Wait. All right. So moving on.
Yeah.
I have not really watched much this week. I've had a really busy week. I just watched One Piece. That's it. I know, guys. I'm slacking. I'm sorry. I will watch more next week, hopefully. Well, maybe not. It's Easter weekend. I don't know. But sooner or later, I will start watching stuff again. But
If it's Easter weekend, so what's Good Friday, Brady?
no work.
What does it mean, Mr.
Uh,
Catholic?
Shut up, bro. I'm not. We're not talking about that on an anime podcast.
Yeah, what is it?
Dude, I'm not getting canceled.
Canceled. He doesn't even know.
Yes,
Ah!
I'm Catholic, but it does not matter. I'm not getting into Easter right now. All right. So yeah,
You
I'll
guys can
watch
guess what
One
I
Piece.
am. You get $100.
Do you, do you want to talk about the One Piece episode, or do you want to get into news and stuff first?
Oh boy.
I know it was a banger.
Let's talk into news because like honestly, like what do we have planned for this episode? Like,
So I have some news I want to talk about. We're obviously going to talk about One Piece.
yeah.
I do want to bring up a fault of us from last week. Maybe you knew this, but I did not. And I want to
Okay.
I want to outwardly say to everyone that I apologize and I'm changing my opinion here. We both voted. Well, it was we didn't say Solo Leveling was the better show, but we voted Solo Leveling as Anime of the Year over Free Ren, and
Mhm.
I want to take that back
Oh,
because
interesting.
I was thinking about it. I was thinking about what you said about Solo Leveling
Yeah.
last couple of days, but also Solo Leveling season 2 was a lot better than season 1.
Yeah.
And that ranking that we did on that anime list was only season 1 of Solo Leveling that was put on that thing. And Solo Leveling
Oh.
of season 1 does not beat out even the 4 episodes I probably saw of Free Ren.
That's fair. I
I
mean,
think
that's
that
actually
if we're
so
saying
fair.
only maybe even give it to Dandadan or something else, but Solo Leveling season one, I don't think deserves Anime of the Year.
We did make a mistake there. Then
So that's a mistake on
I
our
was just
part.
talking about solo leveling in
Yep.
general.
Please don't hate us, guys. We were in the wrong. If
Yeah,
it's only
that's
season one, we are obviously not putting it above shows like Dandadan or
no,
Free Ren.
no,
But
I
season
don't.
two, we did. That's where the cultural impact and stuff comes in. So I just like to
Well, I mean,
apologize for that.
you could argue that like season one was this like it did
It
have a
was,
similar impact. Like
and it was
it
still a
did.
great show. I mean, I'm not dissing on it too
It
much,
just
but
wasn't as good. No, like it
yeah,
just wasn't.
I still think we would have changed our vote though.
What does solo leveling have on my anime list? What is the score?
It's good. It's like 8.5 maybe. I don't know.
Is
Let
it
me
really
check.
that high?
I'll check. So it looks like season one is that's the manga. 8.28 is season one, and 8.78 is season two.
Dang, I
Yeah,
see it too. That's a really good score.
yeah, it is. But yeah, I just wanted to put that out there. Um, I also wanted to talk about the broadcasting time a little bit more for One Piece because I saw somebody say, I think it was on TikTok, that due to the broadcasting change, it's now coming out at a later time slot in Japan. Um, and since it's now at a later time slot in the day, people are kind of thinking they're gonna be able to add more like blood and violence and stuff and less censoring due to a night broadcasting section versus earlier in the day. So we might be able to see more little like blood and gore in One Piece, which would be amazing. I'm not 100% sure on that.
That
Just
would be
people are kind of
that'd be
speculating that
awesome.
based on just how Japan kind of does like their later night broadcastings versus earlier morning. Like kids can see it when they go
This
to
is
school and stuff.
this is no longer a kids show.
It's all the people that grew up with it. Like it's an adult show now.
Yeah, that's
But I
just
just thought that was kind
great.
of cool. Oh no, I actually heard that from Chibi Reviews as well. He's the one that said that. So shout out to him. Go check him out, guys. And then I wanted to talk about something that we ignored in episode 1123, but I can get into that when we talk about One Piece. And then kind of after we talk about One Piece, I want to talk about what we were talking about in the car the other day: solo leveling versus One Piece fights. I want to bring up some of those. Um,
Oh, okay,
but
that's going to be good. But oh, you said you want there was a show you thought I would like.
yeah, so it's actually a new comedy. I think it has a little bit of romance too. It's called Witch Watch. It's this season. The opening is literally one of the best I've heard. It's literally um the one that did the One Piece opening, like the
Mhm.
art for it, and then Yawasobi singing in it.
Oh,
Um,
Yaosobi.
but it's called Witch Watch, and the opening is great. It's a comedy, supernatural, but it's like
Oh, what? Okay, I
it's not
see
like
it.
witches and stuff. And I don't know. It just looks like I saw like a little clip of it on TikTok, and it actually like was kind of fun. Like I was having fun watching it.
Two episodes are out right now.
I don't know. It just like kind of gave me you vibes.
Nice. So, okay. I can't wait to watch this now. Now that you told me that.
But definitely check out that opening. I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, I think it's the One Piece fan letter Megumi Ishitani. She's the one that did the visuals for the
Oh,
opening, and then matched with Yaosobi. It was just like crazy.
oh, I still need to watch that. Can a boy girl friendship survive?
But yeah,
I just watched. It's,
that's crazy.
dude, it's something about like, dude. I mean, honestly, like I just go gym, romance anime, and then I just come back and I eat. Like it's just and then
Hey,
work.
that's a life. That sounds like a good life to me.
Did I send you that meme where it was like, I don't know if I sent that to you.
I don't think so.
Check your phone right now.
Okay, I'm looking.
Um, let me see.
Sorry. Oh
It's just
gosh.
um, you'll like it.
You know
But
your
any,
when your social life is the gym and dude, it's literally you.
I
That's
know.
actually, dude, that's
I,
actually you.
it's, I saw that. I'm like, yeah, okay, you're on my page for a reason. Yep.
Nah, shoot, you sent me a lot of stuff. I'll have to look at the rest later.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yeah, yeah, that's kind of accurate. They really did say for you page right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, One Piece I talk about, and then I'll talk about that other thing that we missed, and then we can talk about the solo leveling One Piece fights. Oh yeah, we don't
Well,
do news first, didn't we?
yeah, just do some news. I know you have some.
So I wrote a bunch down. I'll skip over some of it. That's not as important. But Black Clover is returning with two new chapters on May 2nd. so people are excited about that because Black Clover. It's been a while since we've had anything.
Yeah.
To Your Eternity season 3 is coming in October. I mean,
Oh, I haven't watched that yet.
I want to watch that really bad. Devil May Cry got a season 2 announced, which is pretty big because a lot of people
Hmm.
like that. It's like a Netflix original.
Yep.
The voice actress, I'm gonna mess this up. I think it's Rie Takahashi. Rie. Is that Rie or Rie? I don't know. But basically,
RIE.
yeah. But she's taking a break from voice acting to undergo vocal cord surgery,
Oh my
and
god.
she voices here.
Oh
Wait,
no.
Amelia from ReZero,
No.
Megumin from Konosuba, Sumi from Rent a Girlfriend,
Oh
I
no.
from Oshinoko, and many other people.
Dude, she's the
goated.
goat.
She's
She's
goated.
what
So hopefully she's okay after that surgery. I mean, that's a little bit scary to think about.
what
Like,
is vocal cord surgery
I don't
even
know. I
like?
mean, I just saw the news article. I'm like, holy shit. Um,
I'm
I
looking.
mean, I didn't really go in and do the research on my part, but it looks like encompasses various procedures aimed at improving vocal function and correcting voice disorders. I mean, I'm sure it's pretty safe and it's good. So maybe she'll sound even better. I don't know, but I just thought that's pretty big. She's a big voice actor. Um, the director of John Wick is interested in working on more anime after he has been seeing how Lazarus is doing because he's working on Lazarus right now, and it's doing
Hmm.
pretty good. I don't know if you've watched the first episode yet. I
No,
haven't.
I haven't.
I plan to watch it this week, but it has a pretty good score, like over 7.5, so it's doing pretty strong.
Where? Oh, it's on. Is Lazarus on Netflix?
Yes,
Where
I
is
think so.
Lazarus?
I think so.
Okay.
Something that's not doing as hot though, Moonrise.
Oh God.
Kind of
I
flopping
haven't.
after the first episode. It's at like a 6 point something right now.
No way. Did it really
And
suck that
that's
much?
Mappa, isn't it? I
It,
swear Moonrise was Mappa.
let me check. I'll be able to tell you in a sec. It's Wit. It's Wit.
Yeah, it was like a huge studio and it has 6.9.
6.9? What
So it's kind of
happened?
it looks good. So it's a little bit scary to see that. Maybe you'll jump. It was only the first episode, so maybe you'll come back up. But I don't know.
Well, I thought all 18 episodes were out.
Oh, is that what happened for the Moonrise?
Yeah.
Oh, then it's just flopped because that was Netflix, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna check Netflix right now. Um, but if that's actually the case, then just yeah, dude, it's all out. Oh,
Yeah, it is.
so I guess Moonrise flops. It's just not good.
Why?
I mean, I'm still gonna watch it and I'll let you
I
know.
might. Dang it, I was so excited for a
Yeah,
sci-fi too.
it's
Like,
lower on my list now because of that.
imagine that is lower than can a boy girl's friendship survive?
Yeah, yeah,
Like it's just lower, and it's
that's kind of
funny.
sad to think about.
Oh my god, that's
But yeah,
ridiculous.
let's see. Extra chapter of My Hero Academia Vigilantes manga. Actually, today, the April 15th. Which also, as you said earlier, you wanted to say your little bit of news.
Yeah,
But what's today?
happy National Anime Day, guys!
Yep, we definitely
Woo!
waited and did this episode on purpose for that reason. Definitely
Yep.
didn't just find that out. Um,
Yes, sir. Of course.
which I guess that probably makes sense why there was an extra chapter of My Hero Vigilantes because like, oh, Anime Day. But I guess that's a manga, but it's anime, but still.
Same here.
This is big news for you.
Hmm.
Data Live new project announced.
Let's go. Let's go.
And then probably the biggest news we have for today. I know our friends Justin and Gabe, shout out to you guys, they're happy about this. But JoJo's Bizarre Adventure
Oh
Part 7
god.
Steel Ball Run anime adaptation has been announced and is in production now. So big news for JoJo fans. A lot of people say Steel Ball Run is like the best season. Um, so I might even have to get back into JoJo and watch this because it looks really good. I don't know if you've seen anything for it yet, but it looks good.
I need to sorry, I'm so distracted that the fact that I can see Kurumi Tokusaki again for another time,
Bro, I should have left that news for
it's so
last.
nice. No, wait. Okay.
Man ignored
Hold
the JoJo news when he heard Data Live's coming back.
hold on. Sorry, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, no, I mean I've never gotten into JoJo, even though I'll start JoJo posing for no reason. So,
True.
you'll just catch me going or stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know.
I need to give it a
I'll
chance.
probably I'll give it a chance once I can.
I've watched part 1 and 2, and I know I'm gonna love part 3. but I just always stop at the end, and then I just never got past part two. I don't know.
Hey Brady,
Yeah.
have you watched Bleach? You said you were going to. He's gone.
I'm back. No, I have not. I haven't. Not yet. Not yet. I will though.
We'll
All
see
right.
about that.
What other news? We already talked about the petition to cancel and redo beginning after the end. It only took one episode for One Piece to take over Solo Leveling as the most liked series again. So One Piece on top. Forgot to say that last week.
One Piece is just
Um,
better. I mean, it is.
To Be Hero X is doing crazy good, and we were skeptical about this because there's a lot of CGI and like Americanized art in it. It's not like all anime style. It's
Yeah.
almost kind of doing like a Spider-Verse like change in style type of thing. It's really cool. I'm gonna give it a try, but people are loving it right now.
It's just.
It's like an 8.5 or something. Like it's going crazy online.
I know. It's just, but like a part of me just like, why couldn't they just actually animate like the like all of it in a
Yeah,
good way? You know, like.
yeah,
But I don't know. People are liking it. I'll probably end up watching it, which is annoying. But
yeah. And then my last bit of news. A bunch of upcoming or currently going on One Piece collaboration events. Since I mean we're big One Piece fans, you knew that the One Piece Lakers thing happened last week, but there's like a bunch of One Piece collaborations this year. So like right now they're collabing with like a smaller one with Baskin Robbins Japan till from April, basically April till May 8th.
Baskin Robbins always finds out.
The One Piece Lego collab is August 2025, but I think it's One Piece live action, which is fine. It still looks cool. They have like a couple sets already confirmed. Like I think they're doing like Going Merry, they're doing like Baratier, stuff like that.
I might have to
Um,
buy. I might have to cop one.
I'm gonna get all of them.
Oh no.
We got One Piece Boston Red Sox collab on May 3rd, so that's pretty cool. Going across over to other sports.
Yeah, that's
Um,
cool.
we got the One Piece X Atmos and Crocs collab. They have Luffy Gear 5 Crocs coming out April 19th. So that's a couple days from now. And then last but not least, One Piece is collabing with the MLB Mariners, and that was last week, like 1 week ago from now, April 8th. So so they're already in the baseball scene, and now they're going into with the Red Sox like a month from now or less than a month from now. But so One Piece on top. That's all I gotta say. One Piece on top. I think there was also a football or soccer team that they were collabing with, but I forgot to write that down. But
Which one would that be? Do you know?
I think I didn't write it down because I couldn't say the name.
Um,
I
I'm
have
just glad there's more collaborations with anime and like actual sports and
One
whatnot. So, I
Piece
mean,
collabs.
getting
It was
people interested.
back in March 30th. They collab with Borussia Dortmund Match Day. I don't know.
Say that again. Yeah.
Yeah, that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just glad One Piece is becoming more mainstream because it really deserves it.
I mean, I couldn't agree more. Like, it's just honestly like just the comeback right now. Like, we can probably start getting into it, but like
Yep.
that first episode back,
So
whew,
good.
animation, just like they literally like they left the scene running, came back running like
Yep.
completely.
I think that Toei right now with One Piece is leaving everyone in the dust. Even like Demon Slayer Ufotable can't hold a torch to them right now. Like this is the peak of animation that I have ever seen. Like I can't think of any show that's done better animation than the recent One Piece episodes. Like
I
there's
wish I
nothing. There's
could
nothing.
I could
Okay,
tell you. Fate.
maybe Fate. Maybe like a
Fate.
Studio Ghibli movies. They're a little
Yeah.
bit different style, but very good.
Can we also mention like we always bring up Fate, but like at least for me, like I haven't watched the Fate series. I've only seen clips.
Bro, you
But
need to.
like for how like it's older. It's older. It's like none of these new gen. I mean, like I'm
Yep.
comparing them to the new gen, but it's still regarded as one of the like the best animated
It was
anime.
2010s, and it was amazing.
So like it was way ahead of its time.
I
Like
mean, even
just completely
like
ahead.
Hunter x Hunter 2011 was like crazy back in 2011, and then like Steins Gate was in 2011, looked amazing, and then Fate Zero second season came out 2012. Fate Zero season one, I mean, it must have been earlier. I can't. Where's it? Let's see. Fate Zero season one came out in 2011 as well. Dude, 2011 was crazy.
It was a
2011
good
was literally
year.
nuts. But no, Fate Zero is so peak.
This summer is nuts. So like we talked about
Yeah.
in like the last episode, like this summer is by 2025
Yep.
summer is one of the most cracked summers
It is.
of all time.
You know, yeah, Fate Zero and Unlimited Blade Works are both absolutely nuts. Blade Works is a little bit later in like 2014. I haven't watched the Heaven's Feel movies yet, but I heard they're the best of all Fate animation. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's
I heard
movies.
that too.
Yeah, Fate is something crazy. One Piece is going crazy right now. I mean, if you guys know something that's on that level of animation that you want to compete or tell us about, let us know. Maybe we're missing something.
I mean, for sure we're missing. Like,
I
we're
mean,
not,
we
like,
definitely
this
are.
is definitely, yeah.
I mean, there's always
Um,
god tier shows that have like crazy bits of animation here and there, but I'm talking about consistently over episodes and episodes of amazing animation is One Piece right now.
and like what's been going on right now? Like we've already talked about this a little bit offline, but like my only gripe with the show right now, so like we can talk about a little more detailed. Again, spoilers right now.
Yep.
Warning, warning,
Big
warning.
spoilers for One Piece.
I hated the fact that they just left Lucci by himself.
Yep,
Like
I
they
read
just
that too.
why did they not put him in a bubble?
They were so dumb for that.
Like what's the point? Like
I think they did it just so they could have the conflict of him doing
I think
something.
so because it's so stupid. Like why they're all like haha hee hee, and then he's just sitting there, and then now he's able to send messages. He's able to do like all this, like
Right.
compromise the entire plan because it looked a little too good.
I mean, I guess they thought that like he wasn't a threat because Luffy was there and Zoro was there, and like, but like he's still insanely strong. I think Zoro actually probably is a match for him.
I think
I don't know what you think about who's stronger between Zoro and Lucci, but I think Zoro has a chance.
oh I mean of course I'm trying to see if he's actually I think he's stronger than Lucci. Like
I think he might be.
like Zoro because like Zoro took down King.
Mhm.
Let's just put that in the perspective. King is like
Up there.
really strong.
He's up there, yeah.
So if it was like, let's just get this out there. If it's an all-out battle to the death, Zoro wins.
Yep.
No
He
question.
never loses.
He'll never lose that fight.
hmm
However, if this is like one of those like quick battles that One Piece likes to do,
hmm
that's tough. I still want to give it to Zoro. Like I just don't see a world where Lucci really beats Zoro in a
I
fight.
mean, we'll find out soon.
Yeah, right.
'Cause this
Uh,
was a crazy episode.
okay. I know we kind of skipped around like
I know.
for the first episode that came out in this episode this week, but like I'm just gonna talk about the main thing that happened. Luffy's speed blitz was freaking
That was
insane.
nuts.
It
That
was
was nuts.
insane.
That
I
was
called
crazy.
you. I literally called you because after I watched
I
that, I was
know.
like, "You're gonna need to watch this
I
because it's
know.
insane." Now you understand why I called you.
I do. Like, dude, like that's the second time that he did the same thing against Lucci when like there were like music playing in the background, and then he like went up right in his face and they cut the music. I
Yeah.
love when they do that. And when he did that Speeds Bliss on a Kizaru, bro, that cliffhanger was like it put Soul Leveling to shame on its
It-
cliffhangers.
And you were like, "Oh yeah,
No,
like
no,
solo
no.
leveling is like
No,
so
no,
much
no, no,
better."
no.
And I'm
No,
like,
that's not
"Dude,
what I
watch their
said.
most recent episode. I'm telling you, like the animation is so shit compared to One Piece, and
Okay,
you'll see
okay.
it in this episode right here." And then, you should have heard Brady on the phone, like,
No.
"Oh, you don't know. I mean, there's only a couple fights in One Piece
And
that
we'll
are
talk about
actually
this in
like."
a bit. We'll talk about this in a
But
bit, but
I'm telling you, like, oh man, like
I'm just
it
saying
was
that
so
Solo
good.
Leveling has amazing animation for your average show, and Khan is saying that there's like no One Piece fights that lose to Solo Leveling.
No,
And
that's not my argument. I'm just saying like they're like comparing the shows. I mean, I
I mean,
shouldn't be comparing the
obviously,
shows.
One Piece is the #1 show of all time, and Solo Leveling probably doesn't even make top 10.
Like for the hype, I think the animation is actually not very good. For the hype, if you're gonna do that.
Yes, you're right, but that's just giving like you're expecting too much. Like, I don't have expectations like that.
So I know, like I'm just saying, like, but if you're
But I know what
comparing
you
to something
mean.
like One Piece, like there's like I don't know, like if you're like the newest One Piece episode, Average Joe episode, I guess, right?
Mhm.
And it's not like the main like Beru versus thing fight yet. It's not like it's just a normal episode. Like that animation is just so much better. Well, then you can also argue. You can also
It wasn't
argue.
always.
Well, no, it wasn't always. I'm just saying recently now. Like the average episode now is just so much better. But like,
Yeah.
what it could just be like budget because like A1, like I said, A1's doing it right.
I mean, and they're good. They're a good studio, but like
Yeah.
they don't got money like Toei, bro. No one
No,
does.
Toei's freaking loaded.
I mean, they're the richest animation studio by far. That's why I mean, Mappa's pretty rich, but like Toei's something else.
Look,
I mean, they have
I
One
just
Piece money back in them.
I don't know what it is. Okay, so this is my like thought process, right?
Yeah.
One Piece has no right to be looking this good. Like they didn't
Yeah,
need it. They
yeah.
didn't need to. They could have easily kept going the way they were, like with like I mean Dressrosa, like honestly, like people can say it's good. Well,
They
like
fixed the
it's
pacing, and
okay.
the animation was fine.
Animation was fine. It was average. It was nothing like anything special. And then like until Wano. Wano was where everything just
Mhm.
picked up for some reason. Even Whole Cake, it's like it's
Just
okay, like
totally.
it's fine, like it's an average animation style. But then like, wait a minute, Wano looks beautiful. Wait a minute,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Egghead is freaking nice.
And
And
with
then you're like,
Wano, it started out and it got better and better as it went on. And then when you got to like the post like stuff with like Garp and all that, it
yeah,
was absolutely nuts. And then Egghead completely shifted his style, but it was still god tier. It was just like,
but I don't like they. But well, I guess what my point is, they didn't need to do that. They didn't need to go up. They didn't need to start making better and better because no one would have complained because it's One Piece, right? People
yeah,
would have
the,
started
the
watching
fans
it.
are diehards no matter what.
Yeah, so it's like Star Wars or it's like freaking like Blizzard Entertainment and their Overwatch and World of Warcraft fans.
Mhm.
I'm gonna take in all your crap. I don't care. I'm gonna keep playing the game. But
Yep.
like, um, I don't know. I just really appreciate that they actually thought like, you know what, like we're gonna step it up. Like we're gonna step it up. We're gonna get everyone. And of course, it's probably just to bring in more fans because you know it's better visuals and whatnot.
Yeah.
But like it's just also like I don't know, this is kind of like a feeling. It could just be like it could be fake, but like I
Mhm.
feel like they're really trying for us, you know, the
Definitely. I
fans.
think they're also a little bit nervous because now that we know that the One Piece is coming out by Wit, they don't want
Hmm.
to like fall behind to like, oh, we're the worst adaptation, which they might just end up being anyway, just because it's gonna be so much shorter and better pacing and everything. But like they're like, oh, we want our episodes to compete just as much with their episodes, and not right now they are. Like no
Oh,
matter what they
it's like
do,
a movie quality, like
like
every episode.
Wit's coming out with Moonrise flopping with 6.9 score. How are they gonna compete with Toei right now?
I actually want to like try to find that. Like, I was thinking about this One Piece OST that I really love.
Which one? My favorite's Overtaken.
No, it's one on Egghead right now.
Oh, okay. I think I might know which one you're
Egghead
talking about.
OST. Maybe fight. It's like right before a fight. Like it's like no, it's
We can always look it up later.
yeah. I'm trying to find it, but like you can just keep talking right now. Like I'm just gonna
Yeah.
quickly try to find it.
All right. So a couple more things from this. Oh, okay. One thing I want to talk about from episode 1123 that we kind of jumped over is that huge hole in Lucia, right? That caused like
Hmm.
the water levels to rise.
Yep.
That doesn't make sense physically. Think about it like this. If like water is like a big pool of water is taken out like an island level of water and is sinking and water is rushing into the hole,
Yeah.
then water levels should fall, not rise. That's just basic physics.
Yeah, I don't know.
So
Like
like
I
it should cause the water levels to lower, but like there must be something else about this mother flame that we're missing. Because
we're also trying to you're trying to play a physics
physics
to
to
an
One Piece,
anime.
you're right, yeah. But like I just it didn't make sense. Like something's up, you know. But ignoring that though, so this episode 1125, which is a recent one for this week, correlates to manga chapter 1091. They're still sticking with one chapter per episode, which is fine. Um,
And,
but yeah, I was shitting on you before the episode, saying it was because you were saying that it's better than all of Soul Leveling, but you were right. This episode was single-handedly better than every episode of Soul Leveling that's been out.
like
Um,
I told you, I
but
told you.
I also underestimated both Sentomaru and the Vice Admirals, bro. The
Yeah,
Vice Admirals are pretty damn strong.
they are.
Like, I wish that the Straw Hats were as strong as the Vice Admirals. Like, yes, Zoro and Luffy and Sanji and Jinbei are all stronger, but like, I wish like Usopp was Vice Admiral level, or Nami, or Chopper.
Yeah,
Like, you're not seeing them jump up in one shot at Pacifista like that.
no,
Like, that's like I want the Straw Hats to be that strong. Like, that's not like I feel like that's not asking for too much, you know?
it's not.
And that was
Honestly, they
like
should
it's
be.
crazy how like the Marines are just getting stronger and stronger, and the Straw Hats are still kind of pushovers besides like the main four. I don't know.
Oh man,
The,
I'm trying to find. It's trying to find this stupid thing.
oh yeah, dude. So the scene where Kizaru separated his body right before
Yeah.
Sentomaru slashed through him, dude.
Hmm.
If Kizaru didn't have the reaction time of the speed of light, he would have been killed by Sentomaru right there in an instant.
Yeah.
Because that was a hockey fucking slash, bro. Like,
Yeah. No, that one's smart because he did the thing where who did that? Like who separated themselves
I
as they were
know,
getting cut?
but it didn't
No,
know. Smoker?
this no, it's not Smoker either. I'm
A
trying to
Loki
think.
type?
Was it like yeah, it was a Logan. Was it? It was
Aokiji?
no. It's from Whole
Are they?
Cake.
Oh, Katakuri?
Katakuri did that. As
Katakuri.
he was getting punched, he
Yeah, I
like
remember that.
yeah, he
From
had
Luffy.
holes of where he was gonna get punched because he knew where it was coming.
Yeah,
So it's almost like
that's
he
crazy.
predicted and he just cut himself
Kizaru
beforehand.
probably did the same thing. Probably all observation hockey he used there.
Yeah. So the OST is like it's more like the like man, like I don't want to try to like do it with my mouth, but like
Just doing a sound.
but I don't know. It's one of my favorites. It just happens occasionally. I can hear it's like like it's not like a. It's more electronic, you know. It's not like one of those. I know you're gonna try to look at it too, but like I've been looking, and I cannot find it. And I'm hoping I'm not thinking it's like from another show,
Um,
but I don't think so.
let's see. Do you think it would have been on episode 1124?
I was trying to like I was trying to like
Can I
I
share my
wasn't.
screen real fast?
I don't think you can. I don't think you can share the episode.
No, it's not the episode I'm sharing.
Yeah.
All right. So this right here, it's called the One Piece track list. They
Hmm.
say every single OST that plays at each time during the episode.
Oh, what? Really?
Let me just pause my Spotify. So like
What?
for
What?
example, like if I click on this, can you hear this?
Oh my god.
Sorry, it's really loud. Um, so like it might be one of these.
No. So wait, that's in. This is in 1124. It's not gonna be one of the name ones. I feel like it's gonna be the unreleased
Yeah,
stuff.
probably unreleased ones that we can't see.
Yeah, no, it's not, bro. It's not. It ain't what. None of this. No, no. I've heard too much of that. Master. It's such a whack. Wait, I'm going through the episode now.
Hear this?
Wait, no, stop. I'm hearing the OST
Hear this?
over like. No.
All right, well it doesn't have it, but you get the point.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it's probably easier to go through the episode. Um, what else did I have to say about this episode?
You could talk about the heredity, like how the genes that are passed on the seraphim.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, like
we talked about
Hancock.
that last. We talked about that last episode. We talked about that last episode with Hancock.
Yeah,
But
that
yeah,
was great.
yeah, I'm so happy about that. I wonder. I'm surprised though that if Hancock's like the fact that like the blood that goes through her still makes her like in love with Luffy,
Hmm.
but Jinbei didn't mind fighting the Straw Hats.
Yeah.
Because like he literally like put his life on the line for Luffy. I'm surprised that his Sarah. I mean that just shows how much Boa Hancock loves Luffy, I guess. But it's kind of crazy. Um.
Dude, I'm still searching.
Oh yeah. So here's the other thing I had written down about the One Piece episode. But it's not, oh yeah. I was also annoyed about the Lucci not being restrained. But here's the last thing I had written down as a bullet point. Um. Do you think that Luffy can beat Kizaru without Gear
Yes.
5?
Oh
Without
shoot.
Gear 5.
Ah
And
shoot. Okay, I'm just gonna
how
stop
much
looking.
stronger is Kizaru than like Lucci? Like I think it's no doubt that Luffy is stronger than Kizaru, right? Like he's stronger.
That's Gear 5, yeah. Yeah,
That's Gear
yeah.
5. But what if he doesn't use Gear 5? Could he hold his own? I don't know. It might be like I don't want Luffy to get to the point that he's so reliant on Gear 5, you know? Like he's still insanely strong. He was going against Kaido and stuff with Gear 4 and just hockey, you know?
I could. Oh man, that's tough. That's so tough. He was going against him, yes,
He was,
but
but
I mean, if you could also argue he eventually was going against him in like base. Like he
yeah,
remember whenever he was using just base and just hockey straight
yeah.
up and just like pounding
So
on
like
each other.
I think Luffy's hockey is better than Kizaru's. And
Like
we know
if
hockey overall.
yeah, hockey's the number one, as Kaido says.
So like
Um,
could he beat Kizaru with only Gear 4 or like lower? I'm just kind of I don't know.
yeah, I think so. I
Do
want to say yes, he could beat Kizaru with Gear 4.
you think he's gonna go Gear 5? He probably will.
Probably will for
But
sure.
like I I kind of hope he fights him a little bit before he goes Gear 5 because like with the versus like Lucci, he kind of just Gear 5 and then
Oh
stopped
yeah,
him,
he just blitzed him.
which was nice to see. It was amazing, but like
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I want to see him kind of like keep up a little bit. I don't know.
I know what you mean. I mean, we saw that he was keeping up in base. He just
Yeah,
blitzed him and freaking missed.
that was crazy. I'm not,
So
see the one thing about One Piece when they do crazy scenes like that is then they have a lot to live up to future scenes because they're just going so nuts.
I want to say yes. Like I want to say that like he's gear. I don't know. That's tough. Like I don't know. Like I think he should be able to beat
I mean,
Kizaru
this is
just
an
using Gear
admiral, bro.
4. Yeah, it's an admiral, but like Kaido is stronger than the admirals. You know.
I mean, the Yonkos are definitely stronger, I think, but we also
So
don't really know what hockey feats the admirals are capable of. We haven't seen them
yeah,
use
like
hockey at all.
people like to say that the Yonkos are equivalent to, like that's their Yonko. You know,
Maybe
like
like
they're
Big
pretty much
Mom.
equals, like Big Mom. But then we saw like Shanks, like in the movie Red, like just completely disarmed Kizaru, like
Dude,
immediately.
even Shanks versus yeah, like, Shanks. I think is just. I think right now, I'm not
Shanks is
gonna get too much into power scaling of One Piece right now.
so broken.
If you guys are interested in power scaling of One Piece, look up the channel on YouTube Shonen Showdown. He's probably my favorite YouTube channel right now, and he's a huge One Piece fan. If you care about power scaling in One Piece at all, watch him. But I think that Shanks might be one of like the top three strongest in the verse right now. That's alive.
For
Like
sure.
I think it's like Emu, Dragon, and Shanks. Like that's my and maybe
Well,
like
we
Mihawk
also, I
in
mean,
there.
we don't know how strong Emu is.
I know,
Like
but like
he could not, or she
we
could
don't know how
not
strong
be.
we don't know how strong Dragon is either.
Yeah,
But like
which is such a guess, but like I think Dragon is so strong for like no I mean, if you're able to form a revolutionary army completely, like, and that's alive and well,
yep, you got to
and
be
that
strong.
the government can't like just come and get you, like
And you
that they're
saw how
always,
strong Sabo was. Like he's boxing with people. Like if Sabo's the right hand man, he could do that. Then you know Dragon's stronger.
yeah, and like I don't know, like it's like when I just keep thinking about Shanks, it's just ridiculous how strong he is compared to. So if we know that the red, he pretty much disarmed Kizaru immediately. Like
Yep.
Kizaru was like, all right, like I'm done.
He
Like
goes
he
with
put,
the
yeah,
asshole.
he literally came up and then just had his sword to his neck, and he's like, all right, I'm done. If we know that, and even Beckman is just like,
Yep.
like he was just like, we all know the scenes, like, oh, like
Yep.
I'm done.
Yep.
Um, I think I'm trying to compare Luffy to Shanks now. It's
I
like
think Shanks bodies Luffy right now.
Shanks freaking bodies.
Even Gear 5, I don't think he's there yet.
Not yet, but where does it go though? You know what I mean? Like where
Yeah.
is I like what again? I'll reiterate my theory is that he's gonna combine Gear 5 with Gear 2.
Yeah, I remember us talking about this. I feel like it's impossible to read Oda's mind.
Yeah,
Like I
again, that's
really
just
have
my
no idea what
guess.
to expect. I really have no idea.
He's gonna combine it, and then he's
I mean,
gonna
it's
be like
like
a steaming freaking Gear 5, and
mhm.
wang, 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 and like that might be like when he's more serious.
I mean, it's like
But
the same
like,
idea as like Super Saiyan God and the Super Saiyan Blue into like there's always gonna be building and
and realistically, if I'm gonna be completely honest, I hate forms. I hate transformations because
Yeah.
I like Zoro, which he's just a guy with swords and he tries his hardest and that he doesn't have to change forms. It's like Goku doesn't have to go, you know, Super Saiyan Blue. He doesn't have to say Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan 2, like
Yeah.
because that determines his strength, right? And you have to we have to rely on transforming to be that strong
I'd rather them just get stronger of their
in their
techniques.
base. Yeah. So
Like for
like it's just
example,
so
like
annoying.
I mean, Naruto's a bad example actually because he has trans. But I'm talking like Natsu from Fairy Tail. He got stronger and stronger, but he doesn't transform really at all. He always just uses Dragon Slayer magic, something like
It's
that.
like the scales and whatnot,
No,
like the
that's not a
dragon.
transformation.
It's like
No, fuck
I
that.
mean, I
No way.
guess.
No
Yeah.
way. Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know.
Like Rudius,
Yeah.
like he's just a mage. He learns how to like it's just he doesn't have to transform
Yep.
and because it allows that like you were saying like I don't like those characters that are reliant on forms now. You know,
Yeah.
like that's
I
like
feel
oh
you.
you only beat me because I wasn't in this form. Well, you're not that strong
Yeah.
unless you're in that form.
Even like people like One Punch Man or like Mob Psycho, like Mob and Saitama, they're just strong.
Yeah,
Like they don't need
they
to
don't need
rely on. Yeah.
they don't need to scream for about an episode or two and then
Yeah.
transform.
I'm not dissing on One Piece at all either. Like
No.
I live and die One Piece, but I see what you mean.
Yeah.
They get a little out of hand sometimes.
Yep. But I guess we can talk about like our discussion that we were having.
Yeah. I made you wait this long for it,
Like
so
what like so our whole question is like what fights in solo leveling, like the main fight like Beru. How many of the One Piece fights is it better than?
and I'm thinking about this right now. Like what are the best fights in solo leveling to start out? So the Beru versus Jinmu fight,
Mhm.
and I think the Demon Monarch Baron versus Jinmu fight.
And
Those are probably the top two.
I don't know. I mean that's good, but I might actually prefer I think I prefer the against Tusk versus
That was a good fight, yeah.
I think I like the Tusk fight more than the Demon or Baron
Okay,
fight.
yeah, that's fair.
So those are like the top
Like
three.
those three, yeah.
Hmm.
And there's other good ones in between.
For
But
sure.
if we're focusing on the main fights, I was telling Khan that I think the main fights, like the Beru fight, are better than most One Piece fights. And don't get me wrong, I'm not
Crazy
like
take.
like it's not as good as like Luffy versus Kaido or anything we just saw in that last episode versus Kizaru, or I mean we were listing them off like crazy, like um, Roger versus Whitebeard,
Mhm.
um, Luffy versus
Odin
Luffy,
versus Kaido.
Odin versus Kaido, anything from Enies Lobby basically,
Eddie's
anything
lobby was crazy.
anything from
All the
uh,
fights in Impel Down are
I
also
know
good. I mean,
they're
there's some
not as good
good.
as solo leveling fights though. Those are too small. They're not as
Ooh.
good.
The Magellan fight.
I think that there's select One Piece fights that are so good that they are like nothing's beating them. But One Piece is not known for its fights. It's known for its world building. It's known for its characters. It's known for. I think that those fights in solo leveling were more hype than most One Piece fights besides the main ones. Like there might only be like 5 or 6 One Piece fights that are better than
I,
the Beru fight.
I like. There's no way you said that One Piece isn't known for its fights when by far the most played and the most thought of scene is when Luffy goes Gear 2 for the first
Okay,
time against
okay.
Blue. Like,
Yeah,
there's
you're
no
not wrong.
way.
You're not wrong, but like if you were like I see a lot of videos where like people rank the big three against each other, and like when you're taking fights in One Piece versus like Naruto and Bleach, I mean I don't even know if I'd give it to One Piece. Maybe the
For
One Piece
fights,
is a better
I mean,
story and a better like
I
for
can't say
fights
for
though.
Bleach, but
I
like
think
for if I'm
Naruto
gonna
might have better fights.
hell, I mean,
Maybe not as like maybe One Piece is more consistent.
it's
But if we're
hard.
talking like Madara versus fucking Shinobi Alliance or like Kakashi versus Obito or like I don't know, dude. Like they're
And
kind of better.
Naruto versus
Naruto
Sasuke
versus Sasuke,
when he's
both
younger and
times.
older.
And then Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura versus even
I
and
mean,
I don't know. There's crazy scenes.
I want to say, okay, maybe it's just because we're biased of like the most recent episodes of like how One Piece has been going because
Yeah,
it's just so good right now. Like we're being treated good. So maybe that's like reflecting on like how I'm looking at things.
Yeah.
Because like Naruto's done, over with,
Yeah.
gone. Don't remind me of Boruto. That's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
dumb. But One Piece is something. It's like, oh, like if you compare One Piece of like, where do you stop though? It's like, are you gonna compare Naruto to One Piece from episode 1 to 500? Are you gonna compare it to 1 to 600? 1 to
Yeah.
220 plus the what 400? I think is like six. So 620
There's
episodes. So you can
720 episodes of 720
720.
of Naruto.
Is
It's
there five?
500 and
It's
220.
500. Okay, yeah. So 720 episodes. Like,
Like, what is that, Dressrosa?
I guess like around Dressrosa.
So,
Yeah.
but like
So
the way I think about it, I love Arlong versus Luffy. That's an amazing
that's,
fight.
yeah. Is that
But
better? What is that better
I would
than?
not want to. I'd rather sit down and watch Luffy versus Bear. I mean, I'd rather sit down and watch Jinbu versus Beru than Luffy versus Arlong.
Hmm.
The only fights I think in One Piece that actually are better than the soul leveling peaks, Luffy versus I think the Luffy versus Luffy in Water in Enies Lobby, same as Zoro versus Kaku. Maybe, probably not though. Um, then I'd skip ahead from Water 7. I'd skip the whole way to Marineford, basically, because I don't think anything's better between then and Marineford. Um, then maybe, I mean, there's not even like a main fight in Marineford that I'd say is better. Um, I mean, you're not going to say anything in Fishman Island. You're not going to say anything in Dressrosa. I mean, Doflamingo fight was great, but the
But it
pacing was
was
so bad. It doesn't live up. Maybe Katakuri fight. So Katakuri Luffy fight, that's probably up there.
even then it just dragged on.
I mean, you could say like Sanji versus Luffy fight if you want to count that. Maybe, probably not though. It really just comes down to Wano fights, Egghead fights, and Water 7 fights. And the other
Hmm.
fights are great, but they're not beating out like a solo leveling fight. Unless, maybe like a smaller one, but like I think solo leveling is a very, very basic show. It's simple, there's not a lot of thought into it. It's just fights. It's known for action, nothing else. So when it comes to action, yes, the animation and like the most recent One Piece scenes, like nothing's beating Egghead fights because the animation is just too good. But if we're going earlier than that, solo leveling is gonna beat out a lot of those fights, if not all of them.
I guess I get your point. Like the One Piece fights, and that's probably what you meant by like One Piece isn't known for its fights, which is just a crazy statement because definitely it
Hmm.
is. But I think that's what you meant to say was One Piece isn't all just about the fights.
There's
It's
more to
more
it.
like the fights, the context in which why those fights are happening and what's going on in the context of the whole story.
Hmm.
That's why it's so important. That's why it's so
Yeah.
impactful. Rather than Jinwoo's is just, oh, it's a fight. Like you can rewatch Jinwoo's fights because you're just looking at it modular. Like it's just
Yep.
that one fight, and
Yep.
you can like it's really gonna enjoy that one fight because you don't really need to know the context. But like it's the other fights are like a build up because
Yeah.
it's all incorporated into the story rather.
And also, you're comparing a show with probably hundreds of fights that have happened over 1,000 episodes versus maybe like 20 fights max that happen in solo leveling. Probably
Yeah.
less. And as we were talking about earlier, One Piece has a lot of like tiny skirmishes, like Zoro versus Lucci right now in the recent episode, where every fight that I can kind of think of right now about solo leveling, besides like the Japanese versus Korean hunters, was kind of a bigger fight of like Jinwoo versus the snake at the first dungeon, Jinwoo versus Baron, Jinwoo versus Beru, Jinwoo
Yeah.
versus Tusk, Jinwoo versus any of the bosses in the dungeon. Like they're all bigger battles. There's not really small skirmishes like there is in One Piece where they just like scuttle.
Yeah. That's fair.
Which is why the average fight in solo leveling can easily compete, in my opinion, with the average fight in One Piece. But the best of the best in One Piece is light years ahead of the best in solo leveling. And it always will be.
I can agree with that. I can agree.
You better.
You you better, boy.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
no, it's fair. That's a fair take.
I think that if I really thought that One Piece was just better in all senses of every fight, then I wouldn't be so sad this whole leveling's done, and we have to wait for season 3.
I mean, now that's a statement that's interesting because it's like if something is worse in all, like you don't have to be like, I don't know. I feel like there's shows that are better in all aspects and like lesser shows, and then you
Yeah.
if the lesser show's done, like I'm still upset that it's done because I would want to
Yeah.
watch more. So
I mean, like, were you
that's the
upset when
only
Wise
take that I
Man's
would be like,
grandchild
ah.
ended?
Like, but that's different because that's like I'm just saying like the shows are like the 10 out of 10s versus like a 9 out of 10. Like you're
Oh
still
yeah,
gonna be
yeah,
upset like a 9 out of 10 is
yeah.
done, but
That's
like
true.
so but like you're comparing like a 10 out of 10 to something that's like a 5 out of 10 and
That's
be
the,
like, are you sad that the 5 out of 10 is done?
that's the way that I see it. Is Solo Leveling is like I gave it a 10 for season 2, but
You give way.
in reality, Solo Leveling is like an 8 out of 10
Yeah.
with 10 out of 10 fights, where One Piece is just a 10 out of 10. So that's like the difference there. Like, you know,
Yeah, let me see. Like, I think I gave it. I'm pretty sure I gave it.
I mean, I'm just a sucker for power fantasies like that. Like that's my
Yeah.
jam. Like that's what I like to watch. Like you like to watch romance. That's my
I
feel
mean,
good show is Solo Leveling.
I like to. I mean, I watch it too. I watch that stuff
But
too.
that's my feel good, bro. That's my feel good.
Like Solo Leveling,
Hmm.
I gave the second season.
Yeah.
I gave it a 9. I
Yeah. And
actually, it was a
that's fair.
great. Yeah. And it's funny because I told like I rewatched it
Hmm.
like twice
Yeah, me too.
because I would watch the same episode like over and over again.
Hmm. I'd
Um,
watch the whole episode, and then I read the manga, the manhwa, the chapter, and rewatch the episode as I'm watching it and take notes every episode.
you were
And
on another level.
I would compare like every single scene. It actually took so long. That's why I was always so late to the podcast because I'm like I need to finish.
I need to finish. Actually,
Where with One Piece, me and Khan both haven't seen the manga, and we're kind of going in blind. So all of the theories and stuff we have are all kind of like our guesses. So I don't do any research. Hold on, I will be right back. Keep talking.
sorry, I was like updating my freaking list, but yeah. So I guess that's what we've been watching so far. Some of the things that I've been thinking about. Oh, you're back.
Yep.
I was just like, I was just saying, like, to close off, let's talk about shows we're going to watch. So,
I really hope I have time to watch more stuff this week because of Easter. I have family coming up that's staying with me from tomorrow until Sunday or Monday.
mhm.
And then my girlfriend's also coming back, and I have something with her family over the weekend as well. And with work, the weekend's kind of my time to watch shows. But I really want to start watching Lazarus.
Okay.
It looks really good. I think that's like if I start something, I'm gonna start watching weeklies. But I might wait for weeklies because the fact that it's halfway through April and I have to start Your Lie in April.
I mentioned that last one, right? Last time, like I watched.
Yeah, you
your
rewatched it, and I
Yeah.
said I promised people that I would finish it in
Mm-hmm.
April. I didn't say I'd watch like an episode a day, but I said I'd finish it in April, and I have not started yet. So I need to start that this week or next week and get that done.
Yes,
I
sir.
also haven't finished season 2 of Shangri-La yet, and I want to get that done before I start anything
Oh,
new.
brother, this guy
Dude,
stinks.
I've been busy. I started a brand new job. I've been doing lots of coding. I'm busy. A new phase came out in World of Warcraft. I'm all over the place, but I'll be on a more normal schedule in a week or two. I know I will,
Mhm.
but I need to watch Your Lie in April. That's what I'm gonna watch, and then we can start talking about it after I do.
Please, because it's really good.
I know. I have to be prepared to cry.
You don't have to be. It'll just come.
Yeah.
It'll come. That's good. I'm glad. Like, just keep me updated there. Um,
You also let me know about My Hero Vigilantes because
I'll
if it's
keep.
really good,
Yeah.
I'll probably start picking. I mean, I haven't seen the most recent season of My Hero, which is apparently really good.
Yeah. It is, dude. You were lacking. Like,
I
I
know,
literally,
I
I'm
know.
on top of it. I'm
Dude,
the
I used
fact
to
that
be
I could.
I used to be so much better. I used to be like 20 episodes a day, bro. I was on the grind.
Yeah, but no, he don't let him fool you. I've always the superior
No,
one
you
when
have
it
not
comes
been.
to
No, you have
I
not. I used
always
to be
watch
so much better
more.
than you. You were so much worse, dude. I would literally watch so much more than you. You cannot outweeb me, bro.
He's not weeby enough. I don't know.
Oh
Like,
my
so I'm sorry,
dude.
guys. Like,
I watched dude
it's
back
like
in
my
high school.
shoulders are hurting for how much I have to carry the weight over here.
Dude, back in high
Like,
school, I watched Hunter x Hunter in like a weekend. Actually, probably a little longer than that, but
I was gonna say a weekend. You're telling me in 2 days you watch what
nah.
147
I mean,
episodes?
under 48, but maybe
148.
within a week. Within a week, I watched it, and I've watched it like 4 times the whole way through since then.
Actually, I think I watched it in like 4 days, but who's counting? You know,
Brother,
like
get this guy out of
who's
here.
counting?
You are
And I probably
apparently.
rewatched it 5 times. You know,
I
something slight like that.
me and Con, I always shit Con for rewatching shows, but I've rewatched a lot. Um, I mean, if you go to our rewatches on my anime list, I mean,
Can you look at specific rewatches, like what shows you rewatch?
not without going in and editing them, but I have 23 rewatches.
Wait, how many? How'd you find that?
I mean, it's in your anime stats. So,
Is
for
it
example,
statistics? Okay, I
you
don't.
just don't have them saved. Oh, you have 66 rewatches,
Oh my god.
and you don't know how long those. Or there could be a long series, a short series. I don't know, but
Wait, how'd you find that so fast?
I have my anime list open.
Wait,
It's in
favorite statistic.
it's
I'm
in
in
your
statistics.
it's in your stats.
Days scored, anime mean.
It's to the right of completed.
Right of completed.
Total entries, rewatched episodes. Right below your mean score.
Oh wait, more scores. Oh, maybe I have to look at more of this. Oh, cool. I can look at my distribution.
Yeah.
So 33% of mine are eights. 25% are. So mine literally looks like a bell curve. It's a complete bell
Dude,
curve
you have
of
more high. Your overall ranking is higher than mine. Your mean score.
yeah. Is that what's yours?
You said that I rank stuff high. Mine's 7.8.
Oh, but like you just watch more shit shows.
No, you just watch more shows.
Yeah, I guess that's
'Cause
true.
I have 20 tens,
Oh, I only have 10. Yeah,
but I have a lot of eights and a lot of nines.
like 27, 55.73 of my days are spent. Damn.
We need lives, and this is our life.
I was gonna say we need girlfriends, but that's you, bro. That's you have that. So.
Dude, we need 100 girlfriends that really, really love us.
Oh yeah, I just need the god to make a mistake and give me 100 soulmates.
Yeah.
That's like yeah. Let's do that.
Yo, bro, so you can organize by genre. And I've
Oh.
seen, like, my number one is action, then fantasy, then adventure. And I have seen,
Oh god.
expand of you all.
Okay,
I have
okay.
seen 11 romance. I'm the romance guy. I'm the romance guy, guys. It's me.
11,
Mm-hmm.
34.
Yeah, let's see what they are.
I have
Oh,
action, fantasy, adventure, comedy. School is my fifth one. Is
dude,
58.
school is my sixth.
Oh my god,
I don't think
drama
this is
is
very
six.
accurate.
What do you mean? It's definitely.
I don't know what these 11 are.
Oh, I can look at my romance. There's no. Oh yeah, does it not list off the romance? It won't
I
list the
don't think,
specific
yeah,
ones.
I don't think so. I tried clicking on it too.
Ah man, wait,
I mean, it's including things like SAO.
wait. I just clicked on the number 34. What did? Oh wait, it did. It did it. Yeah, you
Mm,
can. You just have to click the number 34, like what or whatever the number you have there.
I clicked mine. I didn't think it brought me to it. Oh,
Yeah, I got it. It filtered the list for me.
all right. The Fate Stay Night, Gamers, Howl's Moving Castle, um,
Data Live.
Wise Man's Grandchild, um,
Oh
Josie the Tiger and the Fish, um, No Game No Life Zeros,
man.
SAO,
Naruto the last
Naruto
like
the
the
Last
last
Movie.
what is that a
Yeah,
romance?
Kaguya-sama. Oh, dude, this includes things that are in my
And
my hold and like I watched one episode of. Like it's
yeah,
including My Dress Up Darling.
let's go.
That's crazy.
Mine's action, 176 action.
Yeah.
My mean score. My highest. What's your highest mean score?
How do I check that? Scores?
Yeah, meet your mean score. Mine is military, 9.23.
Oh, for genre. Wait, is it still under genre?
Yeah. Listen genre and then your means and then filter by mean score.
9.2 survival.
Interesting.
11 survival shows. So Darwin's Game, Attack on Titan, all the seasons of that. That makes sense. Promise Neverland season 1. Yeah, it's just Attack on Titan. That's what it is. That's all Attack on Titan.
It's probably yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
I said advanced. God damn it.
I mean, for something that me and like I've been on the MyAnimeList website every single day basically since I created my account in 2018, and I never knew this existed.
Wait, really?
Yeah, like I never went into the section
Oh
of the page.
man, this is cool, dude.
There's a lot of cool info on here.
It's all free too, other
Dude,
than just the ads on the side that you.
I'm in the One Piece club.
Oh really? That's cool.
I was invited to a couple others and I denied them.
Let's see. All right.
Well, guys,
Anyway,
feel free
we
to
haven't-
add us
yeah,
on
we-
MyAnimeList.
Yeah,
We're
add
kinda
us and you
yapping.
can check our stuff. But okay, we're yapping too much.
Yep.
We'll let you guys go. It's a pleasure always, Brady. So thank you
Yeah,
for coming. Thank you
you.
for coming to talk.
And thank you guys as
Um,
well for that. Keep watching. I know we have a couple people that watch every week, and we appreciate you guys a lot. If you have any
Yeah.
questions, feel free to ask us, and we'll bring it up next episode or answer you in the comments. But
Yeah,
Thank
you have
you so
anything
much,
else
guys.
you want to add?
no, that's really it. I gotta go
All right.
cry in my bed. I'm so sick right now. I can just feel my sinuses are clogging up as this was going on. I'm getting like my talking is getting like weirder and weirder.
You see, we do this even though we're sick.
Yep. But I also worked 9 hours today when I was sick, so.
That's okay. It's okay.
All right, guys.
All right. Thanks again, guys, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Take care.
See ya.
Bye.